Hi, I'm Ian, a senior citizen, a retired expat who's been living in Panama since 2006. One of my hobbies is to use new technology to help tell stories, in this case, of life in Panama, in a relaxed and engaging way. For instance, this photo of me is a regular old still photo, not a video, but technology now exists that will animate it and enable it to speak, synchronizing the words of the story to my head, eye and lip movements, and adding realistic facial expressions. For today's video, we're going to travel to the Anton Valley, the caldera of an extinct volcano, about 2,000 feet above sea level, which has a thriving community with many restaurants and hotels to choose from. However, we stay in Coronado, a bustling Pacific Beach coastal community, about 1 hour away, so that's where our day trip starts and ends, usually with an early morning swim, when the beaches are empty and peaceful, which they are most weekdays, anyway. If you get there early enough, you'll get to enjoy a spectacular sunrise over the Pacific Ocean, in total solitude. Later today we'll drive up the mountain, from the beaches of Coronado, after our morning swim, for a bit of sightseeing, and a picnic. We actually did this during the COVID epidemic, when so many restrictions made even our favorite restaurants less than enjoyable. That's all changed now, and we're all back to living life as normal, able to enjoy a few hours in our favorite restaurants without too much stress added. But sometimes picnics are really fun, so let's go and have some fun in one of our favorite places on Earth. In this aerial photo, it's easier to see the caldera of the extinct volcano, with the town inside of it, and behind it, in the distance, the Pacific Ocean. Besides the many things to see and do in the caldera, there are many side roads to explore, some of which wind their way up the sides of the caldera, offering great views and many scenic picnic spots, if it does not rain, of course, so there's that to consider. You may want to find a little stream, with a tranquil pool and waterfall to picnic at, but the more impressive ones are generally quite crowded, and so, not too peaceful. As you explore the many side roads, you will inevitably find many peaceful places to choose from for your picnic, as well as enjoy some very nice views along with your drinks and eats. In our case, I drive around until my wife approves of a spot, and as you can see from this photo, she's doing her best Julie Andrews impression, singing, "The Hills Are Alive," with the sound of music, to signal me that she approves, and I can now bring the chairs and the picnic basket. Of course, after all the driving around trying to find the perfect picnic spot for today, we've worked up quite a thirst, so we relax with a cold beer first, and then sample the variety of tasty picnic treats. After we're satiated and mellow, we just sit and chat, looking at the beautiful view, enjoying the fresh air, and the warmth, not too hot, not too cold, thankful that it's not raining and mosquitoes haven't found us, yet. An hour or so later, when we hear the first mosquito buzzing around our ears, looking for her picnic snack, Jen hops up out of her chair and beats a hasty retreat. I quickly pack up what's left, including our 2 empty beer cans, fold up the chair and head back to the truck, all the while trying to avoid that pesky mosquito from getting any of the beer I've just enjoyed back from me. If you do this early in the day, more appropriately with coffee and a cinnamon bun, or muffin, you'll be treated to a spectacular sunrise over the Pacific in the distance. Yes, you heard that right. Panama is an unusual country, and in this area, it's twisted in an S shape, so that it seems the sun rises in the west, over the Pacific, and sets in the east, over the interior mountains facing the Pacific. Since you're only drinking coffee this early, not beer or wine, yet, you'll know you're not imagining this rather unsettling phenomenon. Soon enough, we wind our way down, reaching the valley floor, or more accurately, the floor of the crater, again, and are dazzled with the many colorful bougainvilleas, which I always take photos of. Then it's time to head back down the mountain again, in a relaxed fashion, along the winding road, towards the Pacific beaches. We arrive back just in time for an evening swim, the water still warm and the ocean calm, and while we're enjoying our swim, we watch the red and orange hues of the setting sun, reflected in some of the clouds over the Pacific, but from the sunset over the interior mountains. We moved to Panama, from Canada, in 2006, 16 years ago, restarting our lives, at 50. You do need an adventurous spirit and the right personal circumstances to make such a major life change work out well, long term, but journeying to Panama for a vacation, especially in the northern winter, is easy, economical and enjoyable. So come on down. Explore a part of the world that most people overlook. You'll be glad you found Panama.